guys, Leah here. Welcome to another video, and before I get into it, please don't hesitate to like, share, comment this video and subscribe for more vegan content and also other content. On this channel I talk about eating disorders, I'll talk about parenting, veganism and hopefully heaps of other topics that I hope you guys will be interested in. So if you want to join me on that journey, please subscribe so that we can do this together. And I'm reporting from the bed with some friends here. This is a bit of a different background. I thought it was appropriate for veganism since we have some animal friends over here, and my cat might join me at some point. My cat Crumble might come and say hello, and might come say hello to you, and if not, we will go and say hello to him. Sounds like a plan. So today I'm going to be talking about veganism, but more about vegans and the way some, thankfully not everybody, but some have this very moral view of themselves and a very condescending view upon people they consider to be less vegan. So basically I'm going to be examining the notion of what is 100% vegan. So if we start off from that point, veganism is defined as decreasing animal suffering as far as is possible or practicable. So it's basically somebody who tries to decrease animal suffering as much as they can in their daily lives, and that's going to be different from person to person. What is practicable and possible for different people is going to be different. What's going to fit into their daily lives is going to be different. And so actually when you think about it, it's going to be, veganism can look a million different ways since there's no actual precise quantifiable definition for it. So basically veganism, for as long as you are doing your very best to decrease animal suffering, you could qualify yourself as vegan. In other terms, veganism could be like a spectrum from 0% vegan, of doing nothing, to 100% vegan, basically being, I don't know how that could be, but basically from 0 to 100, and you're going to be everybody's going to be sort of on the spectrum somewhere in the middle. And there seems to be the notion among some vegans that they are above other vegans. I've seen regularly people that slate others for not having made enough efforts, or they notice that a product that they have has animal products or has been tested on animals, and then they consider themselves to be better than the other. It seems like to some vegans, veganism is like a competition, and that bothers me. It bothers me immensely because sadly that is the loudest vegans, the most aggressive ones, are the ones that are giving veganism a bad reputation. And that's not how we change the world. Making others feel bad about what they're doing instead of encouraging their initiatives is not the way we as a movement can change the world. And that really, really bothers me. Also this notion, this holier than thou notion of, you didn't, oh, you have a thing in your cupboard that contains animal products. I don't know, say for example, I had this case where somebody made a comment about the fact that we had honey vodka, which we actually have from before we went vegan. And this person was like, do you even know what veganism is? And there's just this very condescending tone of certain people towards other vegans and also non-vegans. And I've seen this, for example, with the initiative of Meatless Mondays. So you may not know that Meatless Mondays are a thing, but well, some people are trying to go meatless on Mondays, and the idea being to reduce animal suffering and be more respectful towards the environment. And I think it's a great thing. I think any step towards reducing animal products, towards just reducing our impact on the planet is great. Unfortunately, it is unrealistic to expect everybody to change their minds and change their habits overnight. As much as I would like that to be true, it's an idealistic view of things and it's not realistic. And having that attitude of all or nothing just pushes people away. It just pushes people away from veganism. We should welcome any initiative with open arms and recognize that we ourselves are not perfect. You cannot be 100% vegan. You're going to take your car and squish some flies on the way. And maybe you didn't even really need to take your car, but you still did and squished some flies on the way. So actually we could argue that that's not vegan at all because it was possible for you not to take the car. And so according to the official definition of vegan, that makes you un-vegan. Should we slate you and hang you and burn you at the stake because of that? No, because nobody is 100% vegan. And some people are not vegan at all, and they're still trying to do something right and left. And I think it's just so sad that there's this, I guess, this hate in a way towards people who have either made mistakes or aren't psychologically ready to transition to veganism and maybe never will. And I think we need to see the whole world as a team. It's not us versus them. It's not even you versus the next person. We're all in the same boat together. And so I really want to challenge this notion of what is 100% vegan? I hold my hand up. I made a mistake recently. I bought this skin cream that contains cocoa butter, and I naively assumed it was vegan, and I'll be honest, I didn't check the ingredients, and when I received the cream, I saw that it contained beeswax, and I was like, oh, well, I screwed up. Should I be, I don't know, killed for that? Should I be publicly shamed because I bought a cream that contains beeswax? No, I will not buy that cream again, but I do my best. Just as the person who has decided to go on meatless Mondays, even though they could reduce their impact a lot more, is doing their best. They're doing what they are ready to do psychologically. They're ready to, they're doing what they can. And although I understand that it's frustrating because as vegans we would love to see everybody go vegan. And oh, if everybody could go overnight vegan, what a wonderful thing that would be. But it's not realistic. And I don't think we'll get anywhere by being disrespectful, judgmental, condescending towards people. It just doesn't work like that. If I had ever met a vegan who had been really condescending to me, pretty sure that wouldn't have made me go vegan. I went vegan because I was ready and because things happen that way. I wasn't vegan because somebody bullied me into it. And you can bet that if someone had bullied me into it, I would have never gone vegan. So by this video, I just want to make you think about what you say to people and how you say it, and to also challenge your definition of veganism. Veganism can mean many, many, many different things. It means different things to different people. Even the definition of veganism has a little part in it, i.e. as far as practicable and possible, that leaves some leeway in the definition itself. And so it's going to mean a lot of different things. Just as a reminder. And so before you think of leaving a mean comment on someone's video or making a remark to somebody about, oh, that contains wool, or oh, this is... Think. You can inform them, maybe because maybe they didn't even know, but just think about the way you address people. And I think if we go with compassion and positivity and encouraging people's initiatives, That's how we're going to get more vegans into this movement. Instead of saying to your friend, oh, you're just doing meatless Mondays, why do you eat meat the other days then? You could reduce it then. Just say, oh, that's awesome, that's great, fantastic. And just continue on. And that person might decide to do meatless Mondays and Tuesdays because they think, hey, this is pretty cool. People are being encouraging about it. So that's my thoughts on that for the moment. I realise this isn't very structured. I realise that, as usual, it's a bit like me rambling. But I hope we can start a discussion about this. What do you think about people that are holier than thou, that think that veganism is... No, two different things, yeah. People that are really holier than thou, that take everybody from their pedestal, that's one thing. And also, what do you think? Do you think veganism is one defined definition, one thing? Or do you also think, like me, that it's more of a spectrum and it's going to mean different things to different people according to lots of different things, their lives, who they are, and where they live, and all sorts of things like that. So if you like this video, please comment, share, like, and it would be really helpful if you subscribed with a little subscribe button down there and the little bell notification icon so that you get notified every time I post. And I will be chatting more about veganism very soon. I hope to see you around, and I am wishing you the best day you could possibly imagine. Bye guys!